Combine the outer and inner diameter cycle commands G71 or G70. Some parts have complex structures, and if programmed with commands like G00, G01, and G90, the program can become lengthy and prone to errors. To simplify the program and more quickly remove machining allowance, the G71 command can be used to simplify the programming of complex parts. G71 is a rough-turning composite cycle command, and let's take a look at its format. The so-called composite fixed cycle allows multiple repetitive actions to be represented by a single command. The CNC system can automatically repeat the cutting process until the machining is complete, without the need for manually writing each cutting path. What information needs to be provided to the CNC machine? It might seem complicated, but it's not. You only need to provide the final cutting path and the number of cuts. The final cutting path is determined by the part drawing, and the number of repetitive cuts can be determined by the depth of cut set by the programmer, which the machine can automatically calculate. The meanings of the parameters in the command are as follows. Triangle D, depth of cut. This is a modal command, remaining in effect until another value is specified. It is a radial value. E, retraction amount. This is a modal command, remaining in effect until another value is specified. NS, sequence number of the first segment. In the finished machining profile program segment group, NF, sequence number of the first segment in the finished machining profile program segment group. Triangle U, distance of the finishing allowance in the x-axis direction. Triangle W, distance of the finishing allowance in the z-axis direction. FST, in the cycle, any F, S, or T functions specified in the segments between NS and NF will be ignored. The G71 command is suitable for bar stock blanks and parts with monotonically increasing shapes and sizes. As shown in Figure 1, the shape is monotonically increasing, making it suitable for G71 programming. However, Figure 2 is not suitable for G71 because its x-axis profile is not monotonically increasing. Additionally, ensure that the cycle start point is defined before the G71 command. The two sets of G71 parameters are correct and reasonable. The finishing path follows immediately after the G71 command, and the G71 should be used in conjunction with the finishing cycle command G70. G71. The G71 rough turning cycle command only requires specifying the roughing depth of cut, the finishing allowance, and the finishing path. The CNC system will automatically provide the roughing path and the number of passes, completing the roughing process. It is important to note that this command only completes the roughing process, meaning that after using G71, the part will still have a finishing allowance. At this point, the finishing cycle command G70 needs to be used. The G70 command format is relatively simpler. It only has one line, where NS represents the starting segment number of the finished machining profile program segment, and NF represents the ending segment number. Let's now learn the correct usage of G71 and G70 through an example. After examining the drawing carefully, the cycle start point is specified. The maximum diameter of the workpiece is 90 mm. So the coordinates of the cycle start point A can be set to 92, 2. The next step is to define the G71 command parameters. U2 represents a single-side cutting depth of 2 mm per pass, and R0.5 represents the retraction amount. N10 and N20 are the starting and ending segment numbers of the finish machining pass, respectively. The finish machining pass, ACDEFGHJ, needs to be written between N10 and N20. It is important to note that in the first step of the finishing pass, the tool is only allowed to move in the X direction, with no Z commands. After writing the finished machining pass, the G70 command can be specified. Finally, add the program header and footer to complete the entire program.